Hello Jim Berries, my name is Israel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I look a tad bit funny because I have on a cake face, but I'm going to be reviewing the new Colourpop summer collection, the palettes, the Soul and More, which I'm super uber excited about. They came in, the palettes released on the 29th. I ordered them that day and it took about a week to come in, a little less than a week. So yeah, I'm going to be reviewing these little suckers right here. So let's just go ahead and jump on in to the start out. I'm going to go ahead and just open up, and I love the way that Colourpop, whenever they send stuff, like look how cute this is right here. I mean, oh my goodness. It says open in case of party emergency. How cute is that? And then, you know, it comes with bubble wrap on it. And then here are the two palettes I'm taking out right now. We'll just kind of throw that box over there. These are what the two palettes look like. They are the Soul and the More. The Soul is going to be more of the orangey palette, and this one is more of the blue palette. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up and kind of give you a little backstory on them. Colourpop did do their summer collection. Like I said, these are the two palettes they released. They also released 3 blotted lippies and then 4 super shock shadows. I opted just to go with the eyeshadows. These actually were $12 a piece, and there are 9 shades in each one of them. They did have a bundle where you could get both of them for $24. It kind of knocked out the taxes a little bit. Or they had a bundle where you could get 3 blotted lippies, the 4 super shock shadow highlighters, and then the 2 palettes. So these are what they look like as soon as you open them up. Packaging, I think, is super cute. It kind of has this like metallic-y, holographic. I don't really know if you can see with my lighting on there. The only thing I have to say about the packaging is I'm not a huge white package fan. I would rather have seen them be like orange with maybe like a white, you know, highlighty type thing, and then maybe a blue with like a white highlighty. I just think that white packaging gets dirty super easy. That's just a preference thing for me. So this is what the Soul palette looks like. I'm going to open that one up first. It does come with a full-size mirror in there. And then here are all the shades. There are actually 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 matte shades. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, can't count. 5 shimmer shades in this one. And then, as always, the names are on the back of them, and they are really cute names like New Digs, Anthem, Motel, Unwind, just very cutesy names. And then this is what the blue one looks like. Let me open it up. Again, a full-size mirror, which I love full-size mirrors in there. Now, this one right here, the blue one, actually has 3 matte shades, and then the rest of them are shimmers. So that is what the blue one looks like. So what I'm going to do today to give these palettes each a fair chance is I'm going to be doing my right side with the Soul palette, and I'm going to be doing the left side of my face with the More palette, just so you can see how these palettes work separately. And because I don't want you to have to buy both of them if you don't want to buy both of them. So if we see how they work separately, then you're able to see the colors and everything. So I have already pre-prepped my eyelids with just some concealer like I always do, and I have a baking powder underneath my face to catch any of the fallout. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start out by taking just a Morphe fluffy brush. This one doesn't have a number. I actually got it from a pack of Morphe brushes. They were $25, and they're just the eyeshadow brushes on Morphe.com. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking the color to start out with my transition. Let me see what color it is. It is the color Dynamite right here in this top corner, and I'm going to be taking that as my transition shade. Tapping off the excess. And I'm not going to swatch these shades. Colourpop released on their Instagram the shade colors on the arm. I just feel like sometimes if you're doing swatches that they don't perform the exact same way that it would on the eye with it being blended. So I choose not to. There is a little kickback in the pan, but it's not too bad. And I don't mind a little fallout with shadows, but all in all, the pigmentation going on is really good. They feel super soft. I will say they are super, super, super soft. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I really like that. That is super pretty. The pigment is really good on that one too. I'm just going to tear off this plastic piece right here because that way I can see in my mirror. Alright, right, next I'm going to be taking, because I really want to work with the bright colors in these palettes. So I'm going to be taking the color New Digs, which is this one right here. And I'm going to be using that as my crease color. And I'm just going to take a smaller fluffy brush for that color. So I'm taking New Digs. Again, just a tad bit of kickback. Not too bad at it though. I'm going to be taking that and just going on the outer corner and going about halfway in. Now what I do with these colors is generally I'll pack more so on the outer corner and then I'll kind of switch my brush and bring it in. So taking New Digs on the outer corner and go about halfway in and then switch your brush and then finish it out. So we don't bring too much of that intense color on the inside of the eyeball. But so far so good, and these colors are really pretty. And they're blending easily, which is my biggest thing, is if a color can't blend easily, then I more so won't go toward that color. But so far so good. Next I'm going to be taking, this one actually I think has a number. This is the M433 brush. I'm going to be taking this really bright orange color in the bottom, and it just says, ooh, it's O-O-O. And I'm going to be taking that on this brush, just dabbing it in there a little bit, tapping off the excess. And I'm going to do this one on the outer corner. This is a brighter orange, almost red color kind of. It does have a little bit of both of them in there. And I'm going to be taking that right over where I've laid that transition and that half crease at. Like so. Just blending that all together there. Take it one more time. Really pack it on the outer corner because that's going to be our darker bright color on that side. Oh, that is super pretty. Look at that. That is really, really pretty. Really pretty. Now what I'm going to do to help blend that all together is I'm going to go back in with that first color, which is Dynamite. Tapping that big fluffy brush in there. And I'm just going to be going over the top of it again where we transitioned earlier to make sure that we don't have any harsh, and we're going to blend that all in. All right, once we have that blended in on this side, I'm going to take my No Filter Colourpop concealer, and I got the color Fair 00, which is the white concealer. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a, not really a cut crease, but I'm just going to clean up, so then we get a really pretty view of what that shimmer is going to look like on there. It's going to give a little pop to it. So I'm just going to take that with a, there was a little like concealer type brush in that kit that I got from Morphe. I'm just going to dab that on there. And I love to use the white concealer because I feel like it helps pop more than what a skin tone concealer will. Alright, so I'm just doing like a semi, not even really cut crease, I'm just cleaning up basically is what I'm doing. Alright, and that just helped clean that up just a tad bit. Next, I'm going to be taking, let's see here. Like I said, I want to focus on the actual more colorful things in this palette. So I'm going to be taking the shade Motel, which is that middle, really pretty, orangey, hot red shimmer color. Holy moly. That is so pretty. I'm going to be putting that, oh wow, all over that lid right there where I just laid that concealer at. And I'm applying with my finger, but you could also do a brush with some MAC Fix Plus on there. I just feel like the finger will help me pack it in a little bit better. That color is super pretty. Super pretty. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that. Those colors blended like a dream on the eye. Do you guys see this? How like brightening that is? That's sickening. That looks awesome. Looks amazing. Looks amazing. What I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to do the the eyelash line right here. So I'm going to be taking the shade Floats, which is this brownie shade right there. I'm going to be taking that shade on just a flat Morphe eyeliner brush, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually looking down in the mirror right here, and I'm taking that on the lash line right up there at the top, just to add a little bit of depth to that look. All right, that's really pretty. Really pretty. All right, you guys, so that is the Soul side. I'm gonna go now in with the Mars side and show you guys how this palette works and goes. Boop. Ta-da! And these shades are more cool tone shades than what the Soul palette is. The Soul is a lot of warm shades. These are really cool toned shades. So to start off with my transition on the Mar one, I'm going to be taking Boozy, which is this color right here, this brownie color. I'm taking Boozy on that same brush that I used to do the Soul transition, which is a big fluffy brush from Morphe. I'm just going to blend that upwards and use as my crease to transition shade. Again, a little bit of fallout with the color on initiation of it, but the pigment is there and it is blending like a dream boat. So beautiful, look at that. All right, now in the More palette, there is only 3 shades that are technically matte shades that you could use. So since there's only 3 in this palette, there's 4 in the other palette, I'm going to be taking, and I'm sorry for the light that's kind of going around from the mirror here, I'm going to be taking El Rey, which is this blue shade right up here at the top, because like I said, I wanted to do pops of color. So I'm going to take an El Rey and just, oh wow, oh my goodness, look at that blue. I'm going to be taking that on the outer corner. Holy moly, I think I dipped too hard in there. I'm going to be using this, oh wow. That is a lot of pigmented color right there. Why did I think this was not going to be very pigmented? I don't know. It almost looks kind of like greeny in the camera, but in person it almost like whenever you start to blend it out, it kind of becomes like a green blue. It's not that electric blue, it's like a green blue. But I'm not mad at it because I feel like it still is really pretty. In the pan, it looks really like blue, and then whenever you start to blend it out, it's like a green blue color. But I'm going to do that to my crease shade. Oh wow, yeah. Super pigmented. Whoa, look at that. But as you can see, it's almost like a green blue. It's not that bright blue. It's like a green blue. I'm not mad at it though. It still looks really good. All right, I'm taking my Colourpop concealer again. That way I give each side a fair chance. And I'm going to be just cleaning it up like I did earlier on the lid. Da da da, la da dee, la da da. All right. So once that is on, oh my goodness, I'm brightening y'all with this mirror right here. I'm actually wanting to take the color right here in the middle that is really attracting me. It is a grid lock, and it is such a pretty, look at that. Oh, that is such a pretty, pretty shimmery blue type shade. And I'm taking it on ring finger again. Ooh, can you guys see that? Look at that shade color. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay, now this one comes off as that blue color. Like, that is a bright blue. It's kind of weird though, because it looks like a dark blue in the pan, but this is a very turquoisey based blue, and I'm not mad at it because I think it looks beautiful. Oh my, that is so pretty. That color right there. Oh my goodness, look how that color right there is beautiful. That color is so pretty. So pretty. Again, I'm taking the flat-headed Morphe brush, and I'm going to be dipping into the color Top Down, which is that middle bottom one right there. It is the matte brown. Oh, we had a little kickback there. Again, not mad at the kickback though. I think all shadows have kickback. And it doesn't ever bother me unless there's a ton of kickback. But a little kickback, I'm not mad at. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I may have to. I'm cheating. I'm taking that color over here because that color is so beautiful in that lash line. Oh yeah, I cheated. I took it on this lash line too. But that color is beautiful. Look at that. Oh wow. The only thing I will say in both of these palettes that I'm not a huge fan of is that I don't really see just a highlighting shade here. One that I could highlight the brow bone with, or the inner corner. There's like a bronzy type shade, but not one that I see that I can actually highlight anything with. So I'm gonna cheat. I'm actually have to go into the More palette, and there is one up here called Detour, which is gonna probably be my best bet on getting that highlighted inner corner to brow bone line. So I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna take that on just a little baby Morphe brush, and like I said, I'm cheating here. I'm gonna have to go on the palette with them. Yeah, that's what's just going to happen here. That is a pretty highlighting shade, but I feel like in the Soul palette, they're too bronzy to use on the brow bone to inner corner. That's just my opinion, but that's pretty. All right, I'm actually gonna jump off camera real quick, get this baking powder off, get me some highlighter, some blush, hop back on here and finish up this eye look, and then I'll give you guys my final review. All right, you guys, I'm back. I threw on a little bit of highlighter, a little bit of blush, took off all that baking powder, and now we're gonna finish up the eye look. Starting with the eye that we did Soul on, I'm going to be taking Nudigs up here as well as and mixing them on a Firma 201 brush. Just kind of back and forth with them here. Tap off the excess, and I'm gonna go right on that water lash line there underneath, and I'm kind of dragging it out a little bit because I want it to be pretty intense. I don't want it to just be there. I want it to be a little intense. So again, taking those two colors together, do a tap on there, and then dragging it up just a tad bit there. All right. Next, going into my More palette. Let's see here. I'm going to be taking El Rey right here. And there's really not a color that's similar to El Rey that I can mix it with. So I'm just going to take an El Rey by itself. I'm just mixing it with that Firma 201 brush again. And going right on that lower lash line there. Smoking it out just a tad bit. Oh Lord, I almost got that in my eyeball. Jesus, take the wheel. All right, now that I have my lash lines done, taking my Morphe brush, the same one that we did earlier, I'm gonna dip into the shade Detour, which is that little highlighting shade. And I'm going to be highlighting that inner corner on both eyes there. All right, once that is done, I'm gonna throw on a little bit of mascara. And I'm sorry if you guys can't see me do this because I'm gonna grab my mirror real quick just so I can get in there and look at it. I'm taking the They're Real mascara by Benefit and just throwing me on a coat. And yes, I am pumping my mascara, and yes, I do know how bad that is for me. But old habits die hard, and I've been doing that for years and years. And you know, now they came out with, you know, it causes bacteria in your brushes and whatnot. But I've done it for so long, like it's so hard for me to go back now. It is, it's so hard. I say that almost every day. I'm like, it's so hard for me to quit. I'm trying though, I'm trying. Oh, Lord. I'm actually going to be taking a second layer of mascara. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. It is the blackest black you can get anywhere, and it is my true ride or die staples. It's even better than like the high-end brand mascaras whenever it comes to the pigment and color you get in this one. All right, taking that one more time. And then one extra layer on the bottom. All right, and you guys, oh, there went my camera. And you guys, this is the final look. I've already preset my face beforehand, and this is the final look. This is Soul on this side right here, and then Mar on this side right here. Yeah, and so this is what it looks like. My final thoughts on the palettes are, I think they're well worth $12. I mean, you get 9 shades, you get a mirror, and they're just like these little, and they're like so compact, you can just throw them down into your purse and just keep them for wherever you go. And so I do think they are well worth the $12. The pigment is there. Like I said, I only played really with the colorful shades because those are what really caught my eye with both of these palettes, were the colorful shades. So those are the ones that I really played with. The only thing I will say that I wasn't, which is not a huge deal, is there was not really a highlighting brow bone or inner corner shade in the Soul palette. I got one out of the Mar palette and cheated and used it with both. But I think with each of these palettes alone, you can make so many different eyeshadow looks. You could even do like a bright color on the inner corner, come out and do some of the bronzy shades, because both of them really do have some bronzy shades in there. And I think they are really good palettes and well worth the money. And Colourpop always impresses me so much. And I shouldn't be so surprised now with Colourpop because of what they've come out with, but they still to this day, they impress me and knock it out the ballpark with almost everything that they do, whether it be a palette. I love their lipsticks and even their Super Shock, you know, Supernova shadows, Super Shock highlighters. Like, they knock it out of the park every single time. So kudos to you guys, Colourpop. These two palettes are well worth the money and definitely will be in my summer essentials. So yeah, so head on over to colourpop.com and get you some because they are Jim Berry approved. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. If you guys want to, I left my social media down below so you can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And if you aren't already, hit that little subscribe button down below and become an honorary part of the Jim Berry fam bam. Also, if you like this video and want to see more videos of like a first impression / review, just give this video a little thumbs up down there. And let me know in the comments what's some of your favorite things to do in the summer and what are some of your favorite go-to summer palettes. And will you be getting the Soul and More palette from Colourpop? Right, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.